As promised, I said at the beginning of this course that I would share a couple of little entries from my personal journals. Again, I'm not going to share something that's super emotional and I'm going to make you cry. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of having these awesome journals is to look back on big events that happen in your life, because I guarantee you this is being validated in your astrological birth chart. So in astrology, there are certain times where we're going to have difficult, what they call transits. And that is when certain planets are coming together or they're opposing each other, and it's causing a lot of tension in your life somewhere. However, it always brings a nugget. And that is the beauty of understanding astrology, especially if you go to someone who's an astrologer like myself. I know someone's coming to me because they're going through a rough patch. And it is my job as an astrologer to validate what is happening, and as a certified health coach and a Bach flower essences expert and essential oils expert with over 20 years experience, is to offer remedies for people and to teach them how to look at the elements in their birth chart and to use them specifically to balance it out. Now, this is a course that's based on the element of air, which is teaching us to connect to our intuition, our writing, and journaling and putting something on paper. But when you go back and you look at something, when you're a lot calmer, you're like, wow, what got me through that challenging time? What was I doing? What was I using? And this is where, in a lot of my journals, where I write in the open areas, what it is that I'm doing, what are some of the remedies that I'm taking, what might be happening astrologically, and how I'm feeling, if I've had any dreams, and also who I'm saying prayers for. So I'm going to share some information with you. You can see the tags. I've been sharing some of these parts of my journals with people and validate the remedies that I used and how it helped me get through a challenging time. So I'm going back to Sunday, January 19th, 2020. So I had just turned 56 years old, 5 days previous, and I was sick with pneumonia for the first time in my life. It had just been I don't even know if I'd been diagnosed yet. I don't have to know the right page, but it was a rough patch. I had to put my dog down, our family dog we had had for 13 years, in the fall. In fact, I even dated the journal in here. Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. I just put our family dog down, Maggie, and my journal of that experience is in this book. So if I'm needing to find out what I'm feeling, or I want to share the story or share the story with my children, there was a significant event that happened in my life during this journal, and I marked it on the journal so I don't have to go looking for all the random journals. However, what I want to share with you here is I'm filling it out, right? So I was staying at my sister's house, and my mom lives with my sister. They lived together and they loved bingo. Now, I'm not someone who loves a lot of bingo, but I would go with them if I was off or whatever. I'd win once in a while, and it is fun to win, but it's not my mojo. It's not my favorite thing to do. I'm addicted to astrology. I'm a nerd. I'm addicted to studying things. I'm always studying something and I'm always reading. I'm a bit of a nerd. I have a huge collection of books. And when I really feel like I've grasped the concept, that's when I let go of the books and I donate them or I give them to other people. However, on that Sunday, I had some time to myself. So I wrote, I'm saying a special prayer for my mom and my sister Gail that they win big at the bingo this week so that they can go on a fun trip to Florida together next month for the Blue Jays training. Well, that obviously didn't happen. We had the shutdown happen, but if that didn't happen and they won big, I'm sure they would have been off to Florida. And I wrote, today I acted kindly towards myself. I slept in, I painted my toenails, probably red. I painted my fingernails and I worked on astrology and planning for the week ahead, which means I was studying what was happening astrologically and seeing how that was going to play out in my life. And also, I wrote, I'm inspired by. There's a big shift happening, and I can feel a different energy. I believe in my meditations, and these meditations are making a bigger impact on my belief system. So something was happening. I was sensing that big shift that was happening in astrology. I could feel it. I forgive myself. Today I'm using the Ho'oponopono prayer. I am sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then I also wrote down here my long-term goal that I'm ready to shine. And believe it or not, exactly 1 year later, almost to the day, in January of 2021, I actually enrolled in a business marketing program from a woman in California, and her business program was called Shine Online Mastermind 1 year program. Can you believe that? I wrote, I'm ready to shine. These are in my notes. Now, what I'm also going to share with you is how I was feeling and what remedies I was using. So I was feeling lost, I was feeling scared, I was bored, I was afraid, and I felt shattered. Why? I was grieving. I was still deeply grieving the loss of my dog that I had to put down because I knew she had been sick for a while, and I finally had to make that big decision, and I hated myself for it. Who wants to make a decision like that? It's very difficult, and it was left up to me. So that was the remedy that I gave myself. And I wrote on here that I had put together the full moon solar eclipse, and I put together a combination of the following Bach flower remedies: agrimony, mimulus, honeysuckle, wild oat, walnut, mustard, and gorse. And I also used a separate bottle of rescue remedy. So that is a fantastic remedy that I used, and it helped me to get through that challenge. I had brought them with me, and I was giving them to other people as well as they were going through challenging times. So I encourage you to do that and to use the guided section of the book of the Inner Lights Prayer Journal to use it to your advantage. Keep the open areas to just do that instant journaling, connect with your higher self, put it on paper, and determine what's actually really going on for you. Because the minute you can do this, then you can find the solutions or to determine the appropriate remedies to help you so that you can keep moving forward through challenging times with more ease and grace. Never ever give up on yourself and be able to keep going. And you're in a healthy frame of mind. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Either myself or an assistant will be there to guide you. And I look forward to seeing how you're going to use the experience of my inner light journals to balance out or to tap into the earth, or pardon me, to tap into the air element in your astrological birth chart. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this, and cheers for now. Bye-bye.